How do you start promoting your next single before it's even out yet? After all, nobody can hear it. It's not available on any stores or streaming sites, so what the heck do you do? In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I do. Hey everyone, Andrew Southworth, GenerisStudios.com, and as I mentioned in the intro, this video is all about how you can start promoting your single before it's even out yet. And I'm very excited to show you this because I'm going to be using my exact song and walking you through the entire process live. That's right, this is a series, so every week I'm going to be updating you on the kind of next step of the music promotion process. So hopefully this will be a blueprint that you can just straight up copy and get great results with. So the specific process I'm using can be broken down into 4 discrete steps. Number 1 is tease the song. 2, build the list. 3, drive traffic. And 4, optimize. This video, of course, is all about step number 1, tease the song, which involves preparation and developing a social media strategy, and of course knowing what the actual process is in the first place. So I actually used this exact strategy on my last single, Neutron, which did really well. And if you want to see the exact data, you can click this link here, and I did a detailed walkthrough of how that song actually performed. So my new single called You is coming out on March 13th, and so it's about 2 weeks out from when you're seeing this video. So about 2 weeks out is when I'm starting the tease the song process. Tease the song minus 2 weeks. So before we dive into the social media strategy planning aspect of this, you need to have some things set up ahead of time. First of all, you need to submit your song to the distributors 3 or 4 weeks ahead of time to make sure that it's available on all the relevant platforms on launch day. You need to make sure you create a Spotify for Artists account, which is free, and this will allow you to submit your songs to Spotify editorial playlist. Just make sure you do this as early as possible, preferably 4 weeks in advance, but at least a little more than a week in advance. You're going to want to contact your distributor to get the Spotify URL ahead of time, because later on we're going to use this to create email lists and to create our advertisements ahead of time, so that you don't have to wait till launch day to create your ads, and the next thing you know, you wasted the whole first day to go through the ad approval process. By the way, if you don't have a music distributor, I personally use DistroKid. I do have an affiliate link in the description where you can save, I think it's 7% or something. Either way, check it out. It saves you some money, and it's only $20 a year base, and it gives me some kickback as well for referring you to it. But I personally have been using it for 2 years, so I can't recommend it enough, but there are other options out there if you don't want to use it for whatever reason. And then, of course, you need to start generating the physical content that's going to make up your social media strategy. Social media content. So this might sound kind of aggressive up front if you've never done this before, but I'm going to sketch you out a 36 content strategy. So this one single is going to have at least 36 individual social media content related posts across the several week period that we're considering the launch cycle. So we're going to have a full music video. Now, if you can't shoot a full music video, do the best you can. Maybe a performance style video, maybe do at the very bare minimum a lyric video. You could do an equalizer, but those perform badly. Now, that's going to be uploaded to YouTube. It's going to be uploaded to Instagram TV. It's going to be uploaded to Facebook, and I'm even going to throw it on LinkedIn, because why not? Next, you're going to have your artwork and announcement posts, and that's going to go on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and maybe some other places if you're on other social media content sites as well. You're going to have a teaser video post, potentially 2, and this is going to be to actually let your listeners hear the song ahead of time. And even if you don't have any listeners yet, posting these things is going to generate a little bit of an audience on these social media platforms. So this is going to go on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and TikTok. Now, in particular, I'm also going to be making 3 extra TikToks that use the song in some way. And we'll get into this when I actually cover this content in the future, but basically try to create content that's interesting. If you dance, make a dance thing using the song in the background, just to kind of get people hearing it and wondering what the song is ahead of time. And you can think of other examples where you might put music over a TikTok video. Next, we're going to generate at least 10 story posts for Instagram and Facebook, and if there's other sites as well, you might do YouTube stories, and that's going to create several other things and more, but I'm not even going to count those. So just from this list, which looks pretty short, we got 4, 8, 13, 16, and then all the way up to 36 pieces of content. And then, of course, you can easily see how you can expand this, because a lot of these things can be posted on multiple platforms. Now we want to think about how we're going to schedule this content. So for the full music video, that's going to be a launch day thing. So for artwork and announcement, this is going to be 2 weeks ahead of time. And if you want to see what I'm doing, since that's today for when you're seeing this video, you can go to my social media accounts linked below and follow me and actually watch this process play out live. We're going to do a teaser video post. This is going to be about -1 week from the song release. 3 extra TikToks. This is going to be scattered at -1 week, and then also launch. And then 10 stories. This is going to be scattered the -1 week period, and then launch, post-launch. So hopefully you can see from this that prior to your song even coming out, we have this coming 2 weeks ahead of time, we have these coming 1 week ahead of time, and then we have these being scattered up in that week leading up to the release, and then also leading in afterwards. So already, if you have any kind of social media following, they're all going to get notified, everyone's going to know. And then you're going to generate a couple more followers, or hopefully more than a couple, across all of your different platforms that you're doing this on, because you're putting out so much content on a pretty regular basis. Gauge your list. If you already have a mailing list, then this is the point where with each of these kind of announcements, you're contacting them and engaging them so that they're also in the loop with everything that you're doing and sharing with the world and get them hyped up. So in addition to all this social media content, there's an extra aspect of this that could be more social posts as well. We're going to be focusing on build the list with ads and other methods next week, but there's aspects to this that kind of flow into this week. For example, you need to have a way to have a mailing list for these social media people to sign up for if they're interested, and you might even encourage them to do so. So you want to make a list sign up page. And what you also want to do is you want to make some kind of pre-save page. If you use DistroKid, you can use the hyperfollow thing. If you don't, you can use Hyped. And I would also recommend, if you don't have Facebook business set up, get that set up so you can get a Facebook pixel. It's free to make an account. You have to put a card in, I think, but you can get the pixel stuff set up. And don't worry about what a pixel is. I'll cover that when we get to actually making advertisements. Then, of course, there are more ideas you can do. For example, if you teach music production techniques, find something interesting in your song and make tutorial videos on YouTube about that song. You don't have to actively promote the song. You're just using it as a teaching tool, and some people will like it and ask you what the song is, even like months down the line. I had this happen with one of my videos. And of course, these can also go on Instagram. Now, if you're a blogger, you can actually make blog posts related to your song. You can either do it from your blogging site, talking about the song, hyping it up, or if you do tutorial-based content, you can also put that on your blog, and you can also do like a podcast if you do podcasting. Whatever you do and whatever is relevant to the other things you do in your life already, try to incorporate those wherever it makes sense, because you're already doing it, you already have the skills, you might as well take advantage of that. So I know I just gave you a bunch of information and a bunch of homework, but don't worry, because in the next video I'm going to be going over how I'm actually doing each of these things and sharing the content and the strategies that come along with it. Now, if you want to learn more in the meantime, you can check out this playlist, and that's also where I'll be adding the next video in this series, so make sure to check that out because I think it's going to help you a lot. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.